What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sammy's Place. I am Sammae. Today we're going to get into the album Up from Canadian singer Shania Twain. I love me some Shania Twain, bro. Like, Shania Twain is the first artist that I fell in love with musically. Like, that was like my cassette tape, that The Woman in Me, that one, yeah. Come On Over was just like, it took her to a whole nother fucking level. I remember she was just fucking everywhere, bro. Like, hit after hit after hit. It just did not fucking stop. Each album just, she went on tour even fucking longer. I think for Come On Over, she toured, I think it was 2 years, 3 years. Fucking might even be longer, yo. She had 12 singles off that album. I don't know of many artists to shit out that many fucking singles off of one album. And then a couple years go by, she puts out this album, Up. So we're celebrating the 20th anniversary to this bitch. November 19, 2002 was when it was released. Came with quite a few hits itself. Shania Twain said in her recent documentary that's been put up on Netflix, Not Just a Girl, she said that when it came to this album, she was pretty much busy being pregnant. And so she would just try and fit in as much time for the album and that would to be recorded. So Mutt had a lot of hands-on in this project, but I love the energy of this album. I didn't quite get it when it first came out. I was not in that area of listening to country pop mainstream music. The only mainstream music I was listening to and I was really into at that time was just like hip-hop and R&B. But yet I still appreciated the singles. Like, I'm Gonna Get You Good. Like, Shania Twain became like a guilty pleasure at that moment. Then Forever and For Always, the first time I heard that song was at the Juno Awards. My friend and I, we went there. It was being held here in Ottawa, and she hosted it. I think it was the 2003 one. And that's what made me really like those songs, was seeing them live. Like Up, she opened with, and then it was she had like a second performance of Forever and For Always, and I just love the melody. It's such a beautiful melody and song. So this album here, it was released and there was 3 different versions of the album. There was a pop version, which they call the red disc, a country version, which they call the green disc, and a version, and I forget what they call it, like an international version that was blue. Anyways, this fucking album was certified 11 times platinum within not even a year's time, by September 23rd, 2004. 11 times platinum, giving her the distinction of being the only female artist to have 3 consecutive diamond albums released in the United States. That's fucking nuts. Like, only Shania Twain can do this type of shit. But this is also the start of the end for her. Well, I wouldn't say the end, but that very long break because of her vocals being damaged. And she said it was around the Up tour where they started really just going to shit. And she was having problems with it. She got bit by a tick, got Lyme's disease, and it affected her vocals. The documentary she just put out, by the way, is really good. Go watch it. You see all behind the scenes and stuff, the making of the albums and certain, like, really fucking, like, moments making these hits, like, before they were even hits. It's dope. I love seeing the behind the scenes stuff like that. So it wasn't up until maybe just a few years ago, my ex played this album on a road trip somewhere, was able to listen to it fully, and I was in a whole different space, especially with Shania Twain. I learned to appreciate the album in itself. Whole different fucking sound for her. And Forever and For Always is one of my favorite songs from her. Like, it's such a beautiful song. You Got Away. Just so many songs from her, just so well done. As much as I appreciate her singing and her catchy, like, lyrics, and I appreciate the skill she has in writing something so catchy. Like, she just shits hits. Not one bad album from Shania Twain. Oh shit! I saw her a few times, and I got to touch her the last time I saw her when she came here for the Now tour, and that album as well was really good. Now, when that came to that point, when she was about to release her first album in like years, I think it was like 13 years or something, and this time without Mutt, there could be a lot of pressure on you as an artist, and like the public and the fans and stuff, and facing possible disappointment because it might not sound the same. that it once did. But no, I mind you, when I listened to the album, I kept an open mind to it, thinking this is going to be different from what we're used to, but I know it's going to be good. And she wrote every single song on that fucking thing. Each song could have been a single, in my opinion. It was a whole different Shania Twain. He says, like, I've been through some shit and I'm out here. I made it. You know, I'm in a better place. And it was such a good album, like a healing album. That was around the breakup of my relationship too, so it helped me through a fucking breakup. Shania Twain always gets me through some shit, bro. Yeah, I fuck with Shania Twain hard.